Nina Menez. Any Summers, though. Yo. Is it Labor Day today? Happy Labor Day, Summers. Nina Menez, I'm not going to open her message up. And Nina Menez be sending all these explicit photos or whatever. That ain't allowed on YouTube. These hot dogs look good as hell, boy. They're Soldier. When you smoke too many bowls, more than just your thumbs. The Burr months are here. September, October, November, December. What is a popular video game that you think sucks? I don't know. I've been enjoying all the video games that I haven't been able to play recently, or that I never got to play that much of. Who's this? Oh, that looks like that girl that is famous, but it isn't her. Oh, all my Instagrams are on Flickr. If you're wondering, oh, Statue Millie lost all his pictures and all that from Instagram. No, I didn't. It was this big gimmick or whatever that they wanted to do. And then I got deleted or whatever, and everybody thought it was one of those. It's happened before, you know. But no, now all my stuff is over on Flickr. No, that's how it is in the world. Saturday, September 3rd, hosted by Robbie G. Tickets, $60. You got to be 19 or over. I've known about Robbie G since I was just 19 and over. All right, that's Robbie G. Now I see he's big with the ones that are young and all that. This Grunenbauer. Let's try to fit him in the image here. There he is. Gruenbauer, Robbie G, Robert Gruenbauer. This guy's went everywhere. They went to Mexico or something like that. They went a lot of places. What's this? Beautiful Disaster VIP. It's a private group with women in it. Looks like older women. But, you know, you guys, I don't get in. It's a VIP thing with these ones. Have you placed at least 10 orders with Beautiful Disaster? Is your Facebook name different from the name you place? I'm sure all you have to be is 19 or over. She looks a lot like this girl I know, Bree. Just like Bree. I haven't seen Bree in years. That was supposed to be Jeremy Lutner's wife, but then Jeremy ended up marrying his dog, Ella, instead. That's funny. Is there any other ones? I've already posted that one and the other one. The Hubble Space one. If you see Jeremy in public, take some photos of him. Post them up. Videos. I want videos, pictures of the whole. I want pictures of Jeremy. I want pictures of the father. You see him in the restaurant. That's the number one time that it happens. When you see Jeremy in the restaurant and you're the waitress, say, Jeremy, can I have a picture? Because that's what happens to me all the time. I get free meals. The last time I got a free meal was at Jack Astor's. The girl came up to me and said, here you go, Stacks and Millie. Here's it was like a free $30 meal or something like that. Over at the Jack Astor's. But Stacks and Millie's famous here in Canada. I went to Jack Astor's since I was a kid. It was the first restaurant I ever went to. It was our favorite one to go to. So that's why I think that I got the free dinner It's a whole dinner over there if you've never been. Oh, for the Americans like Jeremy, we have all these restaurants up in Canada that they don't have down there if you're looking for a new taste. I had one of these. I have like a photo with one of these. It's called the fishbowl thing with the rosé. I have this video, and it's the only time I got it. I went in there, I asked her, she said, big bottle, and she pops it for you with the sparkler or whatever type of thing. So that was fun. That's Jack Astor's. I know I'll be back one day. I think, where's this one? I didn't have one of these. I've never seen a Jack Astor's that looks like this one. Usually I've been in one of these. Me and my friend, when I did that one interview thing, I was sitting on one of the, like in one of these areas. I think it must have been either this one or this one. And then you had your people at the bar and all that. It was really nice. East of Burlington. I had one of these of their poutines, and they're like a special one. As you see, it comes the poutine's sort of like all clumped up and all that or whatever and all that. And it's pricey, but it's in Canada. If you've been here long enough, you're out to find this new poutine. You're out to find this new poutine. We like them round and big. Okay, you say you like me in the economy, but that's not nice and not fair to treat somebody like they're not a person and then just steal their money. That's what the government's talking about. That's called robbery. And when you go to Jack Astor's, it's more than just paying them the money and you get the quality meal. It's also very, very nice staff. That didn't look like anything I got from Jack Astor. I'll show you what I got from Jack Astor. I got their most expensive steak. It was called the Memphis. I said, I'm here. They sent me the money. I have supporters, and they sent me the money to be able to enjoy what I wanted to enjoy here in Canada. And if it be filmed on video, it was squint. It didn't matter. The investors don't even care if it's filmed on video, if it's just a picture. It could turn out to be a whole movie or whatever, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is that anybody can go in. Anybody can go into Jack Astor's. Anyone with the money can go in and buy one of these Memphis steaks. It all comes down to money. If you've made the money legally, then the money's legal money and you're able to go buy what you want to buy. Whether it be a Memphis steak, there's no age limit. I've had 35-year-old men or 40-something-year-old men try to tell me, you're too young to be able to order a Memphis steak. They do the same thing with my friend Jeremy, who's a multimillionaire. They have 15 million. And can you believe it? There's like these criminals on the loose that try to tell us, like, oh, you can't have a steak. But Jeremy's dad's smart. Jeremy's dad don't let Jeremy go alone or whatever to go have like a steak. Not during these days. That's the problem with the economy. They boosted the police, right? Everybody remembers when they boosted the police. And then the police took advantage of your everyday citizens and they wouldn't even go into the local restaurant. And did the police ever come in for a meal? I've never seen the police come in for the. Maybe you have. Show me a photo of 15 or 20 police going into Jack Astor's and sitting down for a meal. Not going in and asking for somebody to go to jail or to take somebody's money or to ruin somebody's night. Or do we have any photos or videos of the police actually being patrons of our society? I don't think we do. They ruin their MO so much. All they do is eat Tim Hortons, and they're very grumpy, as I would too. They're grumpy to the level they're violating the law, and coffee will do that to you. Trust me, I've had coffee. I'm much like this guy here, actually. And I've had coffee and all that, and sometimes you got to take a break from coffee and get sleep. Too much coffee and even too much of the same ciabatta breads and all that could cause anger or whatever. But boy, do I love when I do finally get to go to a Timmy's and sit down and the last. Okay, there's one thing I love their potatoes, but there's been a few times I've gotten the potatoes cold when you've ordered them fresh, and that's very annoying. It feels like when I've had the potatoes and they were ice cold, and it felt like I was catching a disease from Tim Hortons. When other times I've been to Timmy's, it depends. There's all different Timmy's, all different ones. There's ones in the mall where you wait in line and you finally, and those ones are good. There's in London Mall. And other than the potatoes, everybody will tell you something. I don't know how they're going to keep the potatoes hot. But when it comes to everything else, they're really good. Their soups are going to be really hot when you order. Their sandwiches, I'll testify, are fresh. My videos are just testimony. I just tell the truth of my experiences and all that. And this is the best combination you can get. Okay, Auntie Patty, she did something for me. The last time I seen Auntie Patty and Howie, they took me out to for soup and sandwich. At the time, well, my mind, I'm very appreciative for the soup and sandwich. And that was the last time I ever had a good meal with that Auntie Patty or that Howie. But I love my Auntie Patty and I love my Uncle Howie, is what I consider him. I've known him since I was a kid. Since I was just like, I didn't even have facial hair or anything. I was just a child. But as you get older, then eventually maybe you get to go in by yourself and have one, or meet a girl or something like that. You know what I mean? It's a very nice place in Canada to take a date. It's not too expensive. Like you can get one of these soup sandwich with the crackers and the drink for under $10, and then you're sitting with a girl that is your date, and she is enjoying this sandwich, and you're in this Tim Hortons, and it's very nice and all that. So that's what Timmy's is very good for. And I'm not going to show the canned soup. I bought the canned soup. It's pretty good for having that Tim Hortons at home. How did he first get into the fast food and all that? I used to watch this guy on YouTube just like anybody else. They said, hey, that's a pretty good idea. You're not going to video every single meal, but if you're going to, every once in a while, you take a meal. Okay, every single city I go to, it takes time for them to adjust as the U.S. Military comes in. So yeah, when I went to all different places, the U.S. Army and all that, they usually intervene and all that. Well, they didn't intervene in Teeswater. I had to use my own defenses, and that's what I learned with the Army. It's all about each individual soldier. As much as you care for your next soldier, you want to not leave them back. It's all about you too, and your position. You got ones that are going for that's tag-alongs, right? I was a tag-along. So was Matt. You got guys that are actually firing the weapons and making the kills, and I had to do that. All right. And then once I learned that, you start to get into more of a man perspective, and everything's gone better now that I understand it from that perspective.